Hi everybody, it's Spring with Soaps and Suds and such, and today I'm working on this flower bed, which you can't hardly see because the violets took it over. Now they were beautiful, but they're very evasive, and I want the bed back. I have plenty of the wild violets growing, you know, just wild, and so I'm going to get in here. I'm going to start thinning them out. Now I have this big old rose that's this one right here. I've got pieces that's here. But right here, this big giant rose, it was all sprawled out. And I twisted it and twisted it until I got it hooked on there. And I've got pieces. More rows, but I'm just going to take this thing to remove these violets. Sorry, my battery went dead. Here's the Rudbeckia, or black-eyed Susans. Well, that's what we always called them. Running right along there, but you see that wild violet really takes over, and that stuff has got some big, like, tuberous type roots. But this rose had really sprawled out, and I didn't want to cut it, and I'll tell you why. If I cut it, I cut off my blooms. You always trim those after they bloom if you're going to trim them. My grandmother had it twisted into a circle with wire a long time ago, so I went to twisting and I got mine twisted. Now, it doesn't look so hot right now, but the leaves, they'll start, you know, folding back out and reaching for the sun and all that good stuff. I do have some trimming I got to do on him right there, if it's showing it, and other places. I've got another one here. I'm thinking my daughter might want one. I have got a plant here. And in here I've got a calla lily, so I have to be careful. Right here I've got some foxgloves. Now my daughter bought me those. And I've got some wild onions under there, which I'm not planning on using. You can use them, but then I've got a flower here, which I'm thinking looks to me like oh my goodness, see, the name escapes me. Coneflower. Echinacea. And then I've got some horsetail in here, which I probably won't leave, to be honest with you. I've got one little primrose right here that's blooming. If I can find it. There it is. And I'm thinking about moving him because I don't think he likes it in here too good. That old, the snakeberry right here. These are taking over. So that and the wild violet. I've got a little rose right here too that's come up off of him probably. Then I've got another rose right here that was actually smothered by the big rose. Columbine right there. So I'm going to be working on this bed, and I'll video a little bit of me doing it, and then I'll bring you back and show you when I get done. Well, I found another limb here, but I don't want to cut it because that'll be blue, so I'm just going to twist it. I'll take my ends and kind of weave them together, so to speak. A lot of people just chop it, but if I chop it, I'm going to lose all of these blooms, and I will do a follow-up once this thing blooms and show you just how beautiful it is. Now I just tuck them in and let the rose kind of support itself. I will have to trim on it though. Okay. Well, this flower bed, you think small and you think, Oh yeah, this will be a whole lot easier than the big one I just did. Wrong. It's horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. These wild violets are ridiculous. Now, they were in the bed before we even got here. My grandmother never did let them get into the flower beds. They always growed in the grass, just growing out, you know, wild. But these things, I'm having to use, if you can see this, see, these things grow, it's ridiculous. And I'm having to take a knife and go down in the dirt and actually cut them out around this rose. If you can see, this rose is massive. And they are all under there. So I've got to figure out how to go about this without having to actually lay on my belly to do it. But I have got some of it done. I'm having to take, this is going to take a while. I have to take lots of breaks. But I've got some of it done. I did get that little spot done, but I had to put the box gloves somewhere. And but I've got that much of it done, and we'll see how this goes to get the rest of it done. The Rudbeckia or Black-Eyed Susans are looking really good, growing right along there. But actually, that was a walkway at one point in time. There's bricks under there. They have got covered over in the past years. You can see right here that was like a walkway. But I'm trying to get done with this one. We'll see how it goes. And I'll show you whenever I get further along. Well, we're a little bit further. You see, I've started getting it out from under the rose. Actually, late yesterday, after I had to take a long break, I had been trying to use a knife. I tried that tilling thing. That didn't work. So I finally took a spade and I shaved the ground. And you see it back here. I've still got to get it up because it was late and I didn't take time. But if you see it, I've shaved all of that up out from under there. Those things are ridiculous. I mean, it's like a rug. And I still have to somehow get this out from around the rose. I have shaved that a little bit with a spade, but I have to pull it up. Then on the other side, I got a little bit further, but you see I've got to get all that up right there. That's all loose. But the rose will definitely, I think, be happier. I think it'll be a whole lot happier once I get that stuff out from, you know, entwined in there. The rose is already looking better since I twined it up. But I'll bring you back once I get a little further. Okay, I've changed my plans on this flower bed, if you can see now. I got a lot of the weeding done, but it's took me forever. You can see we've got bricks down here. This is a walkway. Well, the way it was done, it was like the rock bed was over here. I can bring that out. Sorry. But it was over here, and then you had this open area all the way down through there. Weeds were getting in it, and the open area went all the way over to here. Right there where you see that. And then where you see that crack down through there, that's where the bed started. So what I'm doing is I'm going to move these rocks and put them, like right here I've got a little rose, that's a little rose off of that one over there, that giant rose. I'm going to move him, or I'm going to put him in a pot probably, but I'm going to put these rocks, these big rocks, I'm going to meet my walkway. And then I'm going to go right down through here and meet it, because you see we've got a rock path. But if you'll see, there's a gap. All the way down through there, there's a little gap till you get so far. Well, I'm going to make this right through here meet these rocks, because I can't see no sense in having this little gap through here where weeds can just pile up in between there. So I'm just going to extend this flower bed a little bit. That way maybe I can contain what's in it. I see something I missed. See, in here we have a lot of this. It's like sedum. But I see I missed some of that, and you couldn't help but pull up some of that, so I just stick it back in there because it'll root real easy. We've got a lot of that sedum in there. Then we've got some coneflowers I noticed right along there, and I'm not sure what he is yet. I'll have to ask my mom about that. There's a daisy that was up in against those rocks. Then I cleared out around that rose, got around this one. The columbine, got that so far. Got all in through here, around the primrose and around down through here. But I've got to get right here and in around these rocks, the columbine. And over here we've got foxgloves, which are looking like they need some water. They're wilting. This one got broke. Sun is really hard on them. This leaf got broke too. I have to give them some water. And I've got some garlic chives here. I'm supposed to have in here somewhere, there's supposed to be some calla lilies. They're not up yet. Right here I've got another coneflower, purple coneflower. Some more chives right there. But then I've got that rose. So far that's what I'm doing. And I've got to get in here really good because there's rocks under there somewhere. Then I've got to figure out what I'm going to do about this walkway, which has got all of these daisies, or rudbeckia in there. Or I think it is, anyhow. So I've got to figure out that, or I may just leave them, let them flower off, collect some seed off of them, and then, you know, clean this walkway up right here. I'm not sure. I've made up my mind. Okay, I'm done with it. All but taking up those couple roses. You see, I extended it right here to meet the walkway. And that walkway down through there. And I did leave, like I said, I've got some echinacea coneflower there, and that rose is a red rose, and there's another little one right there next to it. It's hard to see next to that bleeding heart. Little primrose here, and I've got some little sedum growing along there. Moss growing here. I have got a couple little Johnny Jump Up pieces I have to get out from around this coneflower right here. But I've got coneflowers. And I've got foxgloves here, the chives, another coneflower, and I'm supposed to have a calla lily that comes up there. But I did get that rose wound up good. Another garlic chives here. This rose was on the outside, if you can see that, and I'm going to have to dig him up and either plant him somewhere or put him in a pot. Those are two little of these little black-eyed Susans or Rebecca's or whatever. I might have it right and I may not. Here are these, and I am going to leave these. I'm not going to take them out of the bricks, the brick walkway this year. I'm going to let them grow. But they had bricks down through there. I may replace that with rocks to match the rest of it. Then, let's see if I can show you just a minute. And I have to do this bed. So, we've got I'm letting that kind of bloom right now for the bees and pollinators. Over here I've got a lot of oregano growing right along there. I've got to do that bed. I still like that bed, which is a horror. And I like that bed, which is a horror. So if you like our videos and want to see us do more gardening or soaping or all kinds of things, because that's what we're into, is all kinds of things, then click that subscribe button. Hit the little bell next to it. That'll notify you every time I upload. Like I said, we're not just one thing. We do lots of different things, so I pre-warn you on that. But we'd appreciate sharing our videos. We do have a Patreon. You want to check that out if you want to help our channel to grow. We've got a Patreon if you want to check it out. And thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Happy soaping, happy gardening, planting, whatever you may be doing today. Thanks for watching.